Hello, everybody. I'm Susie Domilano from the San Francisco Playhouse.
I'm Bill English, and welcome to the San Francisco Playhouse to another opening, another great opening.
We are so excited to launch we're actually giving birth to a brand new play, and super excited to speak with the playwright, performer, director, and the director. And before we go there, what we'd like to do is just take one moment to give a land acknowledgement and to the people who were here before us, whose land was taken from them. And we want to acknowledge that we are on Ohlone land. And Ohlone land extends from San Francisco Bay Area all the way down to Big Sur. And we just want to recognize their connection to the region and give gratitude for the opportunity to live, work, and learn on this beautiful land. So I would love it if we all just took a moment of silence to pay respects to their elders and to all the Ohlone people of past, present, and future, and to all of those who are working today to preserve and nourish their Indigenous identity. So let's just do that for a moment. Thank you. It's nice just to even take a breath and just be grateful. And I'm so grateful for all of you to be here. And I'm especially grateful that we have the famous Julia brothers here with us today, along with the director of the piece, Patrick
Willis.
What's his last? What?
Willis.
Willis.
Willis with an L. He's a nice Italian lad.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I was thinking Lillis and I thought that can't be right. So I'm excited to have the two of them with us. And we also have our board members and producers and people who worked on the filming here. And we're going to ask them a few questions. Donnie, are they on camera? Because I can't see them. Yay. Oh, good. Hi, Julia. Hi, Patrick. I'm sorry. I totally went.
Oh, that's okay. Hi.
Hi. Well, we have 10 minutes until your film goes live and we all get to see what you guys were creating over there. And before we go there, Julia, you wrote this beautiful note that we put into the program, and then we all just said, oh my God, Donnie actually said, this is the most beautiful thing I've read. Can I send it to everyone and to invite them to the show? So if everyone has read, and I've already gotten feedback that some people read that and bought tickets because of it. But I wonder if you wanted to share with us a little bit of background, like why.
First of all, thank you, everybody. I'm so excited, and it's so funny because I'm nervous, and I'm like, I don't have to do anything tonight. I already did it. It's done. But I was just, my sister is in the next room with champagne and flowers and balloons. And she's watching in the other room, and I just got off the phone with my brother, who told me that he read my note from the playwright to my mother, who just turned 98 in a nursing home, and who plays a big part in this in the piece that I wrote, and that she was crying, and that she was saying, "That's my daughter."
Oh, that's so.
But she's not going to be with you to watch it, though.
No, she's not going to be with me to watch it. But at some point, I will, when I can actually spend time with her at the nursing home, I will take my laptop over, and she will be able to see it. But what I wrote in the note to the playwright was that this project started out as something kind of cerebral and experimental theater, and then COVID happened and I got sick, and a number of my friends died while I was sick, and the whole urgency of the play turned from a clever idea to an emotional journey. And while it's my life and while it's not my life in COVID, it is a reflection of what COVID has done for all of us. And I think that the biggest thing about that is that how we have all sustained loss, how we have dealt with that, the importance of love in our life, and also what we do with the importance of memories and what it is that we choose to hold close to our hearts, to strengthen us and bolster us, to make us better people. And I am so thrilled that I had Patrick Lillis along on the ride for me, who's just an amazing director and dramaturg, and just like my number one pal for a year. You know, that we worked on the script together, and Patrick, you can. I'd love to see your happy and cheery face.
I have before we switch and ask Patrick a couple questions. I have a question for you, Julia, that I wonder if anyone watching, because a lot of people locally, particularly, know you as an actor, and in our materials, we're saying this is your first solo play, and yet you're writing. I mean, the things that you're writing about. I mean, okay, put it all out there. Why don't you? But how did you move from being an actor to writing a play?
Well, you know, I think that like I used to do stand-up, and I wrote my own material when I did stand-up. And I stopped doing stand-up when I stopped having anything to say, because, you know, nobody needs another stand-up who's saying, hey, how about that airline food? You know, nobody needs to hear that. And after having spent so much of my life as an actor developing new work and working on being in a room with a playwright and with the director, and as an actor contributing to that, the idea of being able to create from the jump was so interesting to me. And I have to say that I feel rather timid about saying this, but I do feel like the writer in me was really born, and I have so many ideas for so many other things to write, and I'm really, really excited about it because I feel like I have something to offer and something to say. And I think that that's the most important thing in any art form, whether you're a painter or a writer or a director, or you guys running the theater. You know, you look and you say, what is it that I want to say? What is it that I want to communicate? What do I want to reach out to people and say, hey, when I look out my window onto the world, this is what I see. What do you think? Do you see that? Does that resonate with you? Does that hit you in your heart? And wanting to communicate that. And I think that that's the important thing. And I am so thrilled to be in this arena. To have somebody actually call me a playwright is so thrilling to me. So I bear the mantle with humility and so much pride.
I love that. And so this is kind of a question for you and Patrick. So Patrick, feel free to chime in here. I'd love to know. So when you guys, I guess when I'm wondering about the difference between writing, being a playwright, and then suddenly realizing you're doing this on film.
Yeah, that was scary. It was. Well, Patrick said a really, really important thing to me. He said, memorize what you wrote and don't try and water it down. You know, you wrote things that were very, very powerful. Don't try and make it conversational like you're at a bar with a friend.
Oh.
Do what you wrote, which was really, really important to me, because I did want to say the things that I say in the play the way that I said them. But I started to get shy about it. And I kept saying to Patrick, I should make this funnier. I should do this. And he was like, he was really good about that stuff.
That's so interesting. So in a way, he told you to do what a lot of directors tell us to do, is stick to the script.
Yes.
Yeah. And trust the playwright. You know,
Trust the player. Yeah.
trust the playwright.
And so,
I-
Patrick, yeah, so I want to hear from you what your, like, how was it for you doing?
Well, a couple of things. One is two things I want to say quickly because on the time is Julia did take the writing very maturely, because not only she understood how to hear her work and how to get notes and cut it, edit it, but as an owner as a writer, not just taking it verbatim, but actually processing it and then communicating what you wanted to say. And I thought very mature for a first time writer. And the going to the camera, I want to say, as I'm looking at the Zoom at the people who worked on the play, that the production was incredibly collaborative, from Sarah being in rehearsal every day and everybody on the camera and talking to Bill every day and getting notes once we were in tech. I had a huge learning curve that I enjoyed on camera, not doing a 3-camera live edit of a show and learning, like having done 20 solo shows, like, oh, that works on stage.
Yeah.
That doesn't read at all on camera. Let's fix that. And yet still, and I think I think what you're going to see tonight is a really good capture of the feeling of the play, but translating it to 3 cameras. And
So
but it was,
to tell people real quick, because I don't think everyone understands how we're filming it. Some people think we're filming scenes and then putting it together. So will you tell people, and I'm going to go shut the door. I think there must be a boat or something.
it's nice. I will say that it was fascinating because we did the play, we tech the play like you would be seeing the play live. And then there are 3 cameras. There's 4 cameras. There's one that's stationary that captures the whole thing. And then there are one on stage right, one center stage, one, house stage, and and then stage house, the other side, house right. And it's a live edit. So what that means is Julia performs the play as if she's performing for the audience in the theater. And Wolfgang, who is the editor helping, is calling, working together to say, oh, this is camera 3, that's camera 1. So we're using the camera as a personality for how to see the show. Really interesting and learning curve of knowing that the center camera is the relationship to the audience, and then this camera is this thing, and this is an inside joke, this camera. And you'll see it when you watch, and then there's a couple of, which I won't blow, a couple of theatrical moments that just seeing how the different camera edits the live performance of it to give you the experience of being in the theater and trying to capture, like, oh, that's the full stage. Oh, that's if I'm looking closely at Julia's face. But it's a capture of a live performance.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So Julia, it's 7:00, so everyone is super excited to watch. But before we do, how was it for you to be filmed? Do you have a ton of film experience, so it was no big deal, or?
I do not have a lot of film experience at all. I have done a little bit of film, and I've done a little bit of television. But what I thought was the thing that was the most important was to just do what I do, which I've been doing since I was 20, and just do what I do and have it be real and have it be from the heart and try to communicate what I need to communicate and all of the actor things. And then I thought, whatever the magic stuff that's happening on the other side, whatever's happening with the cameras, that's not my job. My job is to stand here and to say what I want to say and say it in the way that I need to say it, from my heart to your heart.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. And on that note, hey Donnie, let's get everybody on the screen real quick, just to do a quick toast to Julia and Patrick. And then, so cheers, happy opening night. Congratulations on birthing this play and a long future ahead as a playwright. I'm so excited for you. Yay, there's Donnie. And Cheers to everyone. Thank you for supporting it. Thank you for working on it. And now we're going to hand it over to you to launch us into the play so we can all go watch it.
Oh my gosh, have fun! Woohoo!
Well, welcome everybody to the San Francisco Playhouse. I almost always do this at the beginning of live shows, and I'm so delighted to welcome you into our 5th opening night in the last year. My goodness, we have been doing a lot during the pandemic. A couple of reminders. This time, your program is attached to your reminder email. Donnie is also going to throw that in the chat on the event. So hopefully you can get that program right away. If not, look at it after the event. It might take them a second. For your ticket, if you are watching us on your ticket, go ahead and hit refresh when we're done, and then you'll be able to play quite easily. And if you are on the Zoom call, all of our producers and board members and everybody who worked on this, we're going to end this Zoom call and then go ahead and grab your ticket, and you can watch from there. And let me know if you need a hand. I'll be standing by. Operators are standing by. And with that being said, unwrap your candies, unwrap your meatloafs, leave your cell phones on ring. Who cares? We're all in our own houses and comfortable. And enjoy the opening night of I Was Right Here. Woo!